Oh, hello. You join us for another Tabletop Impulse Tabletop Simulator, try saying that quickly, virtual battle report. This time I'm running Separatists, my first love in Shatterpoint terms. We agreed to play another kind of less competitive, less kind of tournament grindy game. So saying that, I've built what I think is probably one of the best lists that you can build if you're constraining yourself to every card having the Separatist tag. So I've brought Riff and his box unchanged. And then my other team is Count Dooku, who, if you've watched my recent video, I think is by himself just really, really solid. Kraken, who I genuinely prefer to Kalani for the protection and steadfast and the lack of the range restriction on his free dash. And then B1 battle droids, who are, they're hopeful, right? That 3 damage on 5 successes is definitely printed on the card. So that's my team. I don't really know how it's going to go. I have played with all these units before, but not for a long time. Over to you, Oro.
Oh, usually I introduce myself by saying, "Hello, I'm a Roberus and I play bad guys." But Lando isn't really a bad guy. He is just in this list a man who's currently making a bad choice. This list is intended to be sort of a tribute to that bit in the middle of Empire where Lando is working with Vader. So we have Darth Vader, Jedi Hunter, Boba Fett on contract, and the Wingguard, all of whom are people who were present on Cloud City and working for either Vader or Lando. We have Lando Calrissian himself on the other side, who will be able to turn the Wingguard and the rest of his team into Empire when they need to, so they can use Vader dice. I've got Dengar the Demolisher, who was not in Cloud City, but was sent out by Vader to hunt the Falcon in the same film. So he sort of is a kind of thematic bit. And I have some generic bounty hunters, which no reason to say they weren't some bounty hunters on Cloud City. It works. It all just about works. Everything except for Vader is a scoundrel, so Lando can turn all of them into Empire. Boba picks whether he's Scoundrel or Empire at deployment. In this instance, I'm picking Scoundrel because if he's Scoundrel, he can do all the Scoundrel stuff, and I can make him Empire when I need to.
Very
I
good.
am deploying Vader in Form 5 Gemso, which is this Vader's more defensive stance, and I'm deploying Lando in Pure Sabak. I'm just going to pass back to Mr. TI in case he wants to check he's in the right stances.
Stances. Yes, those are a part of the game. I am going to leave. I don't really know with Riff Tamson. I'm going to leave him in Savagery, which is his more killy stance, which I think is the better stance to start him in. But let me know in the comments if you've got strong feelings. Dooku, I prefer to start him in Force Mastery. He won't stay in it very long, but it's the stance I prefer to start him in. He's got a better ranged attack, and he's less defensive, but I may want that ranged attack if I get him on an early activation. I will just say that we both picked Sabotage Showdown. Oro won the roll off to go first. And if a Shatterpoint card is drawn, it is the free dash. Right, that would be your first turn then, Oro.
Okie dokie. I'm flipping a card, and it is Dengar the Demolisher. He could reserve for free because he's a bounty hunter and he lets all bounty hunters reserve for free.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just have a quick read of his card because he's not one I'm very familiar with. Right, so he has on the trail like the bounty hunters do, so he'll get a free dash towards an enemy character. I will go with him.
Very good. Let's see what Dengar the Demolisher can demolish.
Okay, he is going to dash towards an enemy character. I think the place I wish to dash into, there are many potential enemy characters I could claim this is towards, but I'll say it's the
Oh,
Aqua Droid.
yes, that's fine.
Okay,
Your base is inside that piece of terrain, which is exciting.
that's not legal. Has the problem that he wants to float up the top. Now he's upside. Okay,
Right.
let his base is no longer inside that piece of terrain.
Yeah.
I don't think the next thing is going to be one of those things where it's a matter of inches. So I'm just going to proceed onward.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm learning that I prefer to play Shatterpoint with straight-sided terrain.
yeah, yeah. I don't actually love this layout. Don't think I want to re-rack over it though.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think that it is definitely. Obviously, that's floating on
Yeah.
the.
No, that's fine. That's touching his base. Yes.
Okay, placing him.
Yeah.
I think I've messed it up. I meant to get within an inch of the ladder, and I haven't. I'm going to eat the consequences of my misplay rather than asking for a do-over.
Okay. Yeah.
Just watched the video about how that's a really good thing to do and makes you a best player in the long run. So I would be a hypocrite if I didn't act on that. He is then going to take Hunker to move him into range of the thing that he otherwise fails to.
Oh no, no. All right. If you're committing to doing the take cover, I will let you change the order so you took cover and then moved, and you're up the ladder. That's very reasonable.
If you insist.
Yeah, you can be up there and hunkered. That's much better because now you've got the cover from being on the ladder as well.
Right. So yeah, Dengar moves up, takes this point, and I flip my 2 back points and the point that Dengar has just taken.
And I will flip.
Not a particularly original opening move, but
You have a
it is what it
hunkered
is.
Dengar on a midline point, and where he's now protection and steadfast. Is it steadfast, immune to pin?
Yes, and he's always steadfast and immune to pin. He doesn't need to be on a point to do it.
Very lovely. Over to me.
Okay, yep.
The top deck has revealed Count Dooku, Separatist leader. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Count Dooku, Separatist leader, is it? Okay. Okay. Now, I have a tactic where I can dash a friend within 3 and then dash myself. Hmm. Okay. I will dash. I will play Dooku. I will commit that far. And then I will start to measure things with the movement tools. I think I will dash this base of B1s. And then I think, yeah, by virtue of my base being staggeringly enormous, I'm within an inch of that ladder. Maybe.
Yes, I think so.
Very good. So then I'll pop the B1s up here and to the back. Like so. And I'll attempt to summon my tool. No? Where have you gone, tool?
He's here.
My one tool has evaporated into space. That's interesting. I press the refresh button when that happens. I've learned that. Yeah. That's fine. In fact, I can be a little bit further this way. Not that far, though. There we go. Right. Now I will dash Count Dooku. No, my tools aren't summoning and unsummoning, which makes me very sad. Count Dooku.
Have you by any chance knocked your numlock off?
No, it's just the one tool seems unhappy with life. Dooku gets to do a dash. Is that going to clear that base? It looks like it will. Yeah. There we go. And then we will do a let's have a think. We'll move some more. Let me see. Is that gonna? Am I gonna find a position where I can ascend that ladder? Yes. And blast you with some chain lightning. Yes, that will bring me a colossal amount of joy. So let's do a full move, which is easily going to take me up the ladder until within an inch of the ladder. No, Dooku. Now you're upside down.
Classic Dooku.
Yes, he's always going upside down, embedding himself in the ground. I remember that scene well from Revenge of the Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, one of the two. Right, I'm now gonna, having said that, oh yes, this is Dooku's ranged side, I'm now going to flip my card before attacking, but there is method in my madness. And I'm going to do a 6 dice ranged attack targeting Dengar the Demolisher.
I think the method in your madness is called there's a reposition on 2 in McAfee.
Oh, it's on 1, sir. In McAfee.
Right. Okay, I am rolling 4 dice plus 1 for Hunker, and I have managed to roll 4 expertise and a net. What does Dengar's expertise table give you for 4?
If there's one thing that can be relied on, Ben, is that you'll have bad dice.
Do you think so?
So what are you on with your 4 expertise?
2 blocks and a crit to a hit.
Okay, so you're on 2 blocks total?
Yes.
I have 4 hits and a floating damage. So I go down to 2 hits. So I do 2 steps down my tree. So I am going to I'm going to do 4 damage and a reposition.
Okay.
So the point remains yours, but there is now a Dooku on it. Yes, that's what I wanted you to do, Move Tool. It was teleporting inside that building. That was exactly what I'd hoped you'd do. And I'll just move him back a little tiny pop. There we go. And then I'll score my 2. Not the most edifying turn, but sets things up.
My Hunker falls off because I'm now engaged.
It does, yes.
Okay. Let's flip a card and see what I get. I have Bounty Hunters. I could reserve them for free because they are bounty hunters. I will reserve.
Very good.
I don't think they can affect the open point. I'd like something on this side of the table that can affect the open point, please.
Are you ready for Lando?
I am, well, to be fair, I have a plan for Lando. Yep. And my plan for Lando is I'm going to shuffle him back into the deck. Okay. When you reveal this unit's order card, the unit may gain a condition it does not have. He will have disarm. If it does, refresh 2 force. I am already on full force, regrettably, and shuffle this order card into the unit deck. Don't put Dengar back in as well. Flip Lando, shuffle the deck.
Come on, Lando.
If a unit card is revealed that can't be put into reserve, that's fine. I already have something in reserve. And I get Darth Vader.
Oh, there you go. That's not Lando Calrissian at all.
It is not Lando Calrissian at all. Nothing to be done about it. It's going to be one of those Vader turns, which the other Vader has a way to get you out of, and this Vader doesn't. So, Vader is going to advance, and then Vader's going to use a force to do Vader's Fury. Do another advance, ends within an inch of the ladder, and so gets to ascend. And then the Dark Lord of the Sith will hunker in a manner most undignified. And I'll score 4.
Yeah. You do score 4.
That's one of those instances where if you have Vader Emperor's servant, you go, excellent, fantastic. Vader will go do what needs to be done, and then I'll have another go with him later.
Over to me.
But over to you.
No siree. No siree. I don't really think I want no siree. He is going into reserve. For when he's in the order deck or in reserve, he cannot be shot. And he quite likes that about his life. I have no force, Ben.
I see force.
Interesting. I don't.
I'm just going to twiddle your force
Oh,
to
I
see
see
if
them
it
now.
becomes visible to you.
Excellent. Thanks, Tabletop Simulator. I've spent 1 force. Splendid. I will draw another card. Roger, Roger intensifies. Okay.
Does your force appear to you like you've spent 1 force?
Yes, I spent 1 force to reserve Nossery.
Yes, but I, for me, it appears that you have a full rack of fresh force.
Oh, no.
As long as it appears the right way to you.
That's fine. Yeah. Right. Well, we will make a move action. I'm gonna place him there, but not in melee with Mr. the Demolisher. My 2 tool is still not responding to my commands to move over and snap to the thing that I'm highlighting. So a little bit further back than maximum move, that's fine. Yeah, that will do. Get rid of that for a second. And then we need to move the other B1s. They're just gonna... I don't know why I'm bothering. They're just obviously going to go up this ingress point. In fact, I mean, it's as long as it is short, they could probably just do a climb action, but they're going to use the ingress point. Okay, that's very good. And then we are going to do a ranged attack. Yeah. Are you in fact within 5? Yes. Are you within 4? Relevant. Yes, also. Okay. So we'll start with the front battle droids shooting the shooting at your Dengar the Demolisher there. Yeah.
Right.
For a 7 dice attack.
My hunker having fallen off, I'm rolling only 4 dice now.
Oh. I need to put my dice all in the tray and roll them. There we go.
I have a single expertise, which becomes a single block.
I have wow, Ben, that's rolling. I have 2 hits, 2 crits, and 2 expertise. For my 2 expertise, my mighty B1s get another single hit. So I'm on 3 hits, 2 crits. You block a hit, so I go 4 down my tree, which is mighty indeed. I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. An expose, a repo for me, and a push that you ignore.
Okay, you have wounded me.
Oh, splendid. That was unexpected. My other B1s are left with, sadly, nothing to do. Okay. I will...
And I don't know your tree. You might have alternative conditions you can put on me.
Did I overwound you by anything, or did I wound you exactly?
You wounded me exactly.
No, it's fine. You can be wounded. I will use combat AI protocols because you're within 4 of both B1s, so I can place a strain on you as well, which is exciting. And then I will use Riff Tamson's trigger. He has Blood in the Water. After an allied separatist support or scoundrel support makes a combat action, you can use this ability. You may jump and then make a 5 dice attack targeting a 5 dice melee attack targeting one of the same enemy characters. Obviously, I'm not going to get the attack, but I am going to take the jump, which is a jump in any direction, which is pretty cool. I'm going to see if I can get up on... Oh, I can get up onto this thing, I think. Amazing. Now Riff Tamson is here.
Do the music.
Would it upset you to learn that I've never seen Jaws? I don't think I can be there because I'm overhanging the... If I actually look under him, I'm overhanging the stupid chamfered terrain piece. Which is annoying me. And now I can't turn.
I really feel that we have to say, if you have a jump, you should be able to end that jump at some elevation because you're allowed to be on any elevation.
Yeah.
It's these silly things because there's like a slice of the battlefield you're not allowed to be on.
Are you happy with him positioned where he is?
Yes, I very much am.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
You and me against the terrain, mate.
Yeah. So are we going to treat that whole top of both of those things as one big contiguous flat surface?
Yes, I think that would be really good.
Very
So,
good.
the fattest extent of them, you can, as long as you don't overhang the whole thing. If your base is overhanging the top, but it's within the fattest part of it, you're gold. I think
Good.
that will make the game more fun for everyone.
Good. Right. Agreed. So I now flip this objective because I have taken it from you.
Yep,
And I score 3. 1, 2, 3. And I got a... Did you add my momentum? I believe you added my
I
momentum.
did.
Very nice. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Okay. I don't think it's bounty hunter time just yet. No one's quite far forward enough. And I think taking a point that's held by Dooku and something else is gonna be tricky. So let's flip from the top of the deck and see what I get. I get a Shatterpoint. Beautiful, wonderful. I love it. I'm going to activate Darth Vader Jedi Hunter.
Okay.
I'm going to spend Force for Vader's Fury. Sorry, the tool is not responded. There we go. And I'm going to come up here. I'm then going to focus
Yes.
and use Vader Dice
Yes.
and flip to Dark Fury
Yes.
and make an attack.
Very well. 5 defense dice for me.
11 attack dice, 3 extra for Vader Dice, and 1 extra for focus. I have 6 hits, 1 crit, and an expertise. The expertise becomes 2 more crits. So 6 hits, 3 crits.
I have a mere 2 blocks and a redundant crit to a normal.
Okay, so I am going 7.
You're
7.
looking for 9 damage, sir.
Any of the routes will give me 9 damage, so it's a question of what I want to do in addition. I would like to do you 9 damage and strain you.
Okay.
I also
So
get a dash, which I will use to place myself precisely on the object.
I have 9 damage. I have a strain token, but I then do get revenge because you wounded a primary or secondary. Interesting. To add to the litany of things that have not rendered, I cannot see my wound tokens. Can you see my wound tokens next to each character?
I'm going to press a wound token on Riff Tamsin. Has it appeared in your overlay that
It
he is
has.
wounded?
It's all appeared. It's all good.
Have all of the wound tokens appeared, or just Riff
No,
Tamsin's?
no. It would help me if you could just press all my wound tokens.
Certainly.
Every last one.
Wound, and then unwound Nossery, wound, and then unwound Aquadroids, wound, and then unwound Count Dooku, wound, and then unwound Kalani, wound, and then unwound the B1s.
That will keep us going for a while. Yes.
Right, so?
Good. Yes. So I now get revenge. So I get a force back. So there's my force back. And then I can do either a dash or a 5 dice attack with a supporting character. I will do a 5 dice attack with the Aquadroids. I think the front Aquadroid here will simply shoot Darth Vader.
Does Riff get to trigger off that?
Sorry?
Does Riff get to trigger
Get
off
the
the
trigger
5
off
dice
that?
attack?
No, it's when it makes a combat action.
Right.
So it's not that fancy. That'd be pretty fancy. Yes. So it's simply a regular old 5 dice attack. You would reduce you would reduce your cover value by 1 if you had one, but you don't have one.
I don't have one.
I have 4 hits and an expertise. My expertise is a 5th hit.
I have 2 blocks and 2 expertise. 2 expertise becomes a 3rd block.
So I go 2 down my tree.
You do.
3 damage and a shove, and I'm very hopeful that will shove you off the edge. Oh, my one tool is still being a cripple friend. Come along. I'm just going to try refreshing my... Really are fighting Tabletop Simulator today, aren't I?
We do seem to be.
No, it doesn't want to spawn me a new tool, which is tragical. Come on, do something useful. But I believe I can shove you off.
I believe you can shove me off as well. I will pop that back to yours. I was premature in flipping it.
Yeah, which means it's tied, and so it stays where it is because my guy's contesting it on the ground level.
Yep, good use of revenge.
Haha!
I get a momentum for having wounded Riff Tamsin,
You
and
do.
then I score only 3.
You do.
You.
My go. Do I want to skulk? No siree. Forward to stand in the middle. No, not really. Not really. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going to top deck. It is Kraken. Interesting. Okay. He gets a tactic. He can either dash himself or he can dash each character in a supporting unit. So going to dash these aquadroids up the ladder.
You can certainly fit one up there.
Yes. Yes. Certainly no question of him getting in range of the ladder, so I'm just going to see if he can actually get up it. I don't think.
I think you are overhanging even the fattest part of that crate.
Yeah. So I will leave him here. No, touching the... Yeah, there we go. Sadly in melee with Darth Vader Jedi Hunter.
To be fair, Darth Vader has gone and the Shatterpoint's gone, so
yeah.
there's a limited amount of things that Darth Vader Jedi Hunter can do to you at the moment.
And then we will consider the Kraken. Hmm. Yeah. He is going to... He wants to be within 4 of him. So Kraken's gonna do a move action. Yeah. So over here. Yeah. There we go. And then I will take a shot at Darth Vader for whatever it's worth. Now then, Nossa reads Riptide, making an attack as part of a combat action. 1 dice for each allied aquatic unit within 5 and line of sight, which is going to be 3. No, Nossa's not in line of sight. It's going to be 2 bonus dice.
Yep.
So that is then going to make that a 9 dice attack with Kraken's gun.
Four blocks.
Well, I got 4 hits and 2 expertise, so it's whatever I get on my 2 expertise. A crit and 2 hits, so I get to go 3 down my tree. Darth Vader has taken 5 damage.
Taken 5, has 12 total, so you take another 7 to wound him.
Right. Just trying to decide whether I want to do 2 extra damage or not pay a force for. I've got loads of force. I will do 5 damage, a pin, and a push. Could you just push him straight back with your move with your working tool?
Certainly.
I just nothing fancy, just straight backwards.
There we go. Place function. I said on the place function, you work that, please. No, fine.
That'll do. Fine.
No idea why the place function isn't working.
Because TTS is just being a bit of a what's it today, I should think.
It does seem to be a bit of a what's it today. Anyway,
I'm going to spend a force for tactical network, and I can
sorry,
choose.
how much damage was that?
Oh, how much damage was that? Sorry, that was 5 damage and a pin.
Right.
So
Vader is on 2 damage and he's pinned, so you can tactical network and probably kill him.
I could, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tactical network to choose a battle within 4. It may dash, gain a hunker, remove a condition from its. It may dash. I need to remember how this works. It may dash, so it gets the dash, and then it can do. Yeah, I can do both. Splendid. The most important thing is I'm going to dash and try and thieve this back point. Well, this middle point. The point that is here.
You have a big base, but I'm pretty sure you're going to manage it.
By virtue of having an enormous base, yes, the secret source of all separatists.
Yep.
And then I will make a 5 dice attack into Darth Vader's Emperor's Servant. Why not?
Jedi Hunter, but yes.
Jedi Hunter. Am I within 5 of Riff Tamson? Yes, so I can have a single bonus aquatic dice as well. Do I get that? Or does it have to be an attack action? Let me read it again. Yeah, it has to be a combat action, so I shan't cheat. I'll just take my 5 dice attack. It's 2 hits and an expertise. So 3 hits. I see you have 3 blocks.
That's still from last. That's still the last roll. But I do have 3 blocks.
Splendid. So nothing happens to Darth Vader in this moment. But I've claimed this objective. And now it is I who scores 4.
It is.
Over to you, Oro.
Okay. Is it bounty hunt time? No, I don't think it is Bounty Hunter. So let's. What top card from my deck? It's either going to be Wingard, Lando, or Boba Fett. It's Lando. I am going to expose him, recover 2 forts, and
Poor
shuffle him
Lando.
back to my deck. We'll shuffle, and draw, and flip, and it's Lando again.
Oh
Eventually,
dear.
you do have to go with Lando.
And you didn't really need the
Okay,
force, did you?
well, if I have a whole bunch of force when it comes to the end of my deck, I can just like pin everyone on your team or something.
That's true. That is an ability that you have.
Okay, so how you doing, you old pirate? I can choose a non-wounded scoundrel unit within 4 of me. If an allied unit's chosen, it gets a dash. Then I can hand off all my conditions to the chosen unit, whether it's an ally or an enemy. I think the only unit within 4 of me is the bounty hunters, so I'm going to do it for them. But if the Wingard aren't, no, the Wingard aren't in range. So I become undisarmed. I become unexposed. The bounty hunters become disarmed and exposed.
Just
Then the bounty.
just in case it's ever relevant, it's not relevant now, but Riff and Nossery are scoundrels.
Yep. So if Lando gets close to them, which could very well happen in the late game, my tabletop simulator. Oh, there we go. If Lando gets close to them, he can choose if he's happy to forego having a dash for a friend. He can choose to say, "Yep, I've got myself all 4 conditions. There you go. There you go, Nossery." Yeah, one character. Okay, so Lando is now in the problem that he only has his own. He doesn't have anything to enhance his mobility. He can move other people, but not himself.
Yes. Yeah, I dabbled with Lando. He's a very difficult piece to get value out of.
Okay, I'm going to take a move action, and I'm going to use it to climb.
Mm. Yeah, okay. I've got you. Yeah.
Up I come, and I am going to. I'm not committing to flipping my stance card. I'm looking at the other side of my stance card, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We all do that from time to time.
Uh, no, I think I would like to be in pure sabacc.
Yes.
Um, oh, it's going to be moot, isn't it?
Are you not in range?
I'm not in range because it's still. Oh, dearie me.
What a
Dearie,
sad,
dearie me.
what a sad activation. I feel for you, man.
Oh, it's all right. Okay. Just scrutinizing the card in the hope that something useful will appear on it. Okay.
Well, the thing with Lando is one of his hidden strengths is that he doesn't ever cost you any force on his turn. But that does mean it doesn't have a lot to do on his turn.
Yep. I'm within 2 inches of half of the bounty hunters, so I'm going to recover their disarm.
Oh, very
And
well.
that's the end of the Lando turn. I score 2. I get a point of momentum, and so do you.
There we go.
And you have a turn.
And everything looks wonderfully even, but it is, of course, now my turn.
Yes. It's your turn, and you control 4 objectives, which means you can probably control 5 objectives and pull it 5 towards you. You may even be able to win the. Yeah, if you take an objective and wound me, you take the struggle.
Is it time for Squiddly Diddly? Can Squiddly Diddly do? No. No.
If you decided it was time for Squiddly Diddly, what you would be doing is you would be saying, "This struggle is mine. I'm going to win it. There's no way Oro can pull this back. I would like to burn Squiddly Diddly's activation now, and hopefully have a better, because I don't want to be left having him be say my first activation in struggle 2.
Yes.
But that would be the logic behind activating Squiddly Diddly at this point.
If you had done a point of damage to the Aquadroids at any point, I would go for Nossery so that I could, because he has an ability that's a tactic that's like dash somebody, or if they're damaged, reposition them. And I could swoop in and get that last back objective with his tactic and then try and do 2 damage to Vader with his pathetic gun. But, alas, you haven't wounded the Aquadroids, so I'm going to try and flip and maybe draw the Aquadroids. Someone like that. So let's go for the flip. Riff. Interesting. Okay. Riff wakes up and clears all of his nonsense. Riff Thompson. Yes. Riff can do the job, I think. Okay. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. This is the thing that I want. Riff Thompson is going to activate Death from Below for a force, which means he gets to jump, and his next melee attack adds 2 damage to the damage pool. Which means he has wounded Darth Vader without rolling any dice.
That's cute.
But we should roll them anyway for seeing what we get. And then, yes, I will make a 7 dice melee attack. I am within line of sight of the Aquas, so we'll make it an 8 dice melee attack. It was not a good roll, but then it did not need to be.
It did not need to be.
What have you got?
2 blocks.
Well, I have 2 blocks and 2 expertise, so I just have whatever my expertise is. So I have a crit and a hit. So I go 2 down my tree. So I guess I will do, with the 2 bonus damage from the pool, I will do 5 damage and an expose.
I have taken more damage than this allows you to track.
Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't matter because
No,
we're not
nobody
playing
cares.
first contact, and I'm not Darth Maul.
Yeah. Does Vader have any kind of slapback? I can't remember.
He does.
He does. Is he doing
He, in
it?
fact, has 2 slapbacks, and they can be used at the same time. Okay, after a melee attack targeting this unit is resolved, did he roll any misses?
I certainly did. 4 of them.
Right. This happens before I'm wounded. Therefore, I don't pay the extra force cost. Take 2 damage.
Okay, I take 2 damage.
I then do need to pay force to use the Sith Lord Strikes Back. I can dash and make a 5 dice attack targeting the unit that wounded me.
Very good.
And what am I actually going? Yeah, I'll move to here. I could dash up the ladder, but that would then rob me of the 5 dice attack. So I will, and I will take the 5 dice attack because I don't actually think it's useful to be next
just
to
a
an
second,
objective that's
Noro.
about.
Just a second.
Certainly.
I'm not doing this to be annoying. I'm doing it because I don't want to lose the point at which I could do it. So I have a reaction which is pay a force reposition that triggers after a character in this unit makes an attack. So I actually think I'm going to do that before you can hit me back.
Sure.
Not because I particularly want to stop you having fun, but because I think if I let you resolve your trigger, I've lost the window to resolve mine at all.
Fine. Also, you're allowed to use your abilities that let you stop me
One could argue I could have
using
spoken
my
more
abilities.
quickly. But yes,
Fine.
I will spend
So it's
2 force.
right. Yours is after a melee attack, right? Or after an attack.
After a character in this unit makes an attack as part of a combat action.
Right. So that has the same trigger as riposte and goes before the Sith Lord strikes back.
Yes.
Um,
I'm the
you could
active
have
player,
done
so
that.
my stuff must resolve first.
Yeah. So this happens before you take the 2 damage from riposte.
But I will still
If
take
that's
the 2
relevant.
damage.
You
Yeah?
will, because it won't stop you having rolled a miss
Yes.
and having made a melee attack.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to reposition in the direction of this ladder.
Okay. Given that you had then repositioned,
You
I
don't
will
spend the
still
force.
resolve the set. No, I will still resolve it. I will still spend the force,
Okay.
but I'll go up the ladder
Oh, okay. Fair.
because.
But you are wounded, so.
Oh, actually, I don't move at all. I just clear my penny.
Yeah, okay. And then Riff still has his move action because he paid for a jump. And then he... Oh, I'm cheating. I should have spent an extra force for that jump, but I have it, so that's okay. Caught myself. And then I'm just going to move up this ladder and claim this back point.
Cool.
I think that's the struggle.
Sort of.
Go on.
This is the end of your activation, and then it's going to be then you're going to claim the struggle. But it is important that I do what I'm about to do.
Very good.
Before I know the layout of the new struggle.
Very good.
Boba Fett at the end of an enemy primary activation jumps towards them.
Ah. Did you simply forget to do that when I activated Count Dooku at the start of the game?
I did, yes.
I would have reminded you had I in fact remembered.
That's perfectly all right. Yeah, when you end your activation, so I think this is after scoring.
Oh, that's sort of brimming fantastically relevant, isn't it? I'm just going to read it myself. When it ends its activation. Do you know I'd have to look in the rulebook? Do you want to pause the video for us? I'll pause the record for a second. And we're back, and we looked it up in the book, and essentially, Oro is still in it because Riff's turn ends in step 7, and then still in step 7 then, when Riff's turn ends, that's when Boba Fett triggers, and then, as far as we can tell, objective control would change in step 8. So, if anyone disagrees with that, do let me know in the comments, but my understanding is that Oro has successfully held onto that objective with Boba Fett's reaction, and that's what we're going to play. Okay, so I'm going to score then, unless you've got anything else?
No, that's all.
So I'm going to score 4 and claim my momentum for wounding Darth Vader, which I should have done earlier on, but that's fine. And it's over to you.
Righto. Didn't expect to still be in the struggle. I still may play to position for the next struggle rather than to try and claw it back, but let's see what happens. I think it's Bounty Hunter time. Now, take the Bounty Hunters. Each of them gets to dash towards a enemy unit using on the trail. This one is dashing towards that aqua droid.
Yep.
This one which has ended up quite a long way back from his friend, as sometimes happens to sporting units. This one is going to basically dash out of this little alley that he deployed in, try and get into the more open board.
Yep.
Okay, I'm then going to take a move action with my bounty hunters. This one is going to advance to here, trigger the ladder and descend.
Yep.
This one is going to advance to be near that ladder, but he's not going to climb it.
Okay.
I'm going to just quickly check the range on their guns. Right. Nope. Wrong guy. Give me range 5 from the bounty hunters, please. So yeah. Going to make a attack action. The bounty hunter who is not engaged with the aqua droid is going to shoot the aqua droid.
Okay. The one on the bridge, yeah?
The one on the bridge, the one that his friend is engaged with.
Very good. Yeah, just checking my rules. I have 4 dice and I have protection. Fine. Two blocks.
I have 3 hits, a crit, and a damage. So I'm going 2 down my tree plus a damage.
Yep.
I'm going to do 3 damage and a push. You have protection. Do you have steadfast?
No.
Oh, down you go. The guy who was in melee is now not in melee, so he's not able to use Vader dice, but could shoot someone different.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to put another shot into the aqua droids, but this time targeting the other aqua droid.
Perfectly cromulent.
And rolling.
I have 3 blocks and a crit to a normal.
I have 3 hits, 2 crits, and a damage.
Very well.
So 2 go through,
Yep.
one of which is a crit, one of which has been reduced to a normal, but it's
Yep.
still going through. So it's exactly the same, except this time I'm going to choose to resolve extra damage rather than a push. I'm going to do you 4 damage, which you will knock down to 3.
Okie dokie. Very nice.
I end my turn.
Yep.
I take control of this objective.
You do.
I score 3. I fail to move it back onto my side, so I get a momentum.
You do. Right. So I have 3. So I need to either do a wound or flip a point to take the struggle, is where we're at. I will do not want Nosserie for this purpose, I don't believe. I will top deck. The Aqua Droids. Okay. Aquadroids it is. Yeah, that's easy enough. I will do a move action with the Aquadroids. Vader's wounded, isn't he? Yeah.
He is.
So, not limited to a dash. Oh, is that just out? Oh, look at it. Look at its sadness. It is just out, isn't it? Let me get my poor crippled tool in here. It doesn't work properly. Yeah, I am not, I don't think, within one of that ladder.
Nope, you're not.
Sad times. Well, okay. We'll live with that. Please unsummon. There we go. This Aquadroid's thinking about the climb action. Don't know the space for him there, but he can certainly go on this bridge, so I'll do that. And then we will try and shove off or mercilessly wound the bounty hunters, I suppose. We'll just get him actually on the bridge. There we are.
I mean, Lando Calrissian, that rotter, did expose them.
He did. He did. And that may be coming home to roost. Okay. So, are you... Is my target within 5? Yes. So I can have an extra dice from Riff Thompson. Should really have placed Nossa where he was in line of sight of more of the board, but there you go. You live and learn. So, I will have a... Oh. Okay. I'd forgotten I had that. I'll do it now. I'll spend my last force for Calculated Advance, which is an activated ability, which gets me a dash and a focus and solves all my problems.
Oh, yeah, that really does solve all your problems.
The issue of not reading your card. So now I've got the objective, but I have a fair old chance of murdering the bounty hunters anyway.
Especially now you're focused.
Well, yes, because I also impact 1. So it takes me from a 6 to a 7, 8 Nossas, and then the aquatic dice means that they're going to be 9 dice punches. So first 9 dice punch coming in from, we'll say the back one in case he kills it, and then the front one can shoot Boba Fett, right?
Cool. I have nothing because everything I've rolled is expertise and I'm exposed. But I will take my expose off.
Oro, have you been cursed by some kind of digital... I've rolled rather well, I'm afraid to say. That one expertise is another hit, so I get to go 7 down my tree. My tree only has 5 squares in it. How much health do you have? You have 8.
8.
So I can only, in fact, do 6, because that is my maximum. I will do 6 damage with a disarm. And then I've got a shove and a dash, which I don't really want, particularly. No, I tell you what, that's stupid. Is it? No, I will. I'll do, yeah, 6 damage with a disarm. And I won't resolve the shove because the other Aquadroid is in the way. And then I'll simply punch you with the other Aquadroid.
Very good.
So, same again, but now you are no longer exposed, at least.
Yeah, that'll make all the difference.
Well, it may. It may.
It does, in fact, make some difference in that I get a block that I would not have gotten if I was exposed, but I still only have 1 block.
Right. I mean, unfortunately, I have 6 hits and 2 crits. So, I get to go 6 down my tree again. So I will go a different... I need to do, what, 2 damage to you?
Yes.
So I certainly do enough damage, and I will also have a pin and 2 heals.
Claim your momentum.
Yes. So I'll resolve my 2 heals because I had some damage on me. I claim my momentum. I also rather redundantly flip control of this objective, even though it's not brimming over with relevance, and score 4, claiming the struggle. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. No blowing up towns, no nothing. We can just roll into the next struggle.
Yep. Resetting the struggle marker.
Yep.
And I am flipping the struggle, picking which it is, then picking what I do, then rolling priority, then picking what I activate. So it could be Lando's point, Dooku's point, and the point that Vader is near but not on. Or it could be the B1's point, Boba Fett's point, that will be tied, not Boba Fett's, and the Aquadroid point. I think the layout that is better for me is this one, and that is the one I am picking.
Right.
I will now roll priority.
Will you do me a favour, just because my 2 tool is still frustratingly buggered? Will you tell me if
Yep,
Kraken and Nossery are on this point or not?
absolutely.
With your working 2 tool that still snaps to objects.
Nosri is on this point, I suspect, because he was deployed on this point
Yes. Yeah.
and has not moved. Kraken is just barely not.
Okay.
Vader is, but is wounded.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So
Just so we know the state of play.
You will take that, all else being equal. This point, Lando is on it, no one else is. This point, Dooku and one set of B1s are on it. Dengar's on it, but wounded.
Yes. Good. Good.
Cool. That is the priority objective. This will be either Boba Fett or the Wingard. Neither of whom I think are likely to be able to get that priority objective. So flipping, and it is Boba Fett. Okay, he has a tactic. You are running out of options. At the start of this unit's activation, it may jump or it may make a 5-dice attack targeting an enemy primary unit.
Well. Do you want to move in the direction of an objective, or do you just want to frustratingly smack Riff Tamsin in the teeth?
I think the right option is to move, because I think with a jump and advance, I think I can get to that ladder and get up there.
Okay, let's
I
see.
believe I can do it.
I believe I can fly. Don't want to get demonetized, so I'll stop there.
Right. There is no mobility on Boba Fett's tree. Shove, I suppose. Obviously, he would need to be followed on a shove in the right direction. Oh, well, let's do it. You only live once. Shooting your Aquadroid.
Very well. Aquadroids. 4. Four blocks.
Okay. I have 3 hits, a crit, and whatever I get for 1 expertise when shooting, which is another crit.
Right.
So
2 down.
I go 2 down my 3.
Yep.
I do you 3 damage and disarm you.
3 goes down to 2 because of protection.
How harmed are you?
I have 4 hit points left. No, 3. I can't add. 3 hit points.
Are you pinned?
No, unless you just pinned me.
No, I'm working out if Whipcore launcher and knee rockets would kill you.
No.
It wouldn't. Okay. Didn't get a shot, so no mobility from that. Let's find out if I'm in range of that ladder. I don't think I am.
Oh,
No, I don't. Oh. Okay.
I don't think so, Ben.
No, I don't think I'm going to be in range of that ladder. I think I should have hunkered.
I mean, yeah.
And not taken the shot. I think that would have got me in range of that ladder. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Anything I can do from my tree that can help solve this problem? No, I don't think there is. Okay. Right, I'm committing to making the move.
Very good.
I do need to end the move not overlapping Vader's base. That is more than an inch. Yep.
Are you now contesting the objective? From the wrong level. No.
No. I think I may have just lost the game. I think that may have been a depositive failure to execute properly at the start of turn 2 of Struggle 2 that will lose me the game. But we will see what happens. Lando takes control of the miss objective, and I score 1.
And am I taking control of this back objective? And
You are.
Where's the other live objective? It's the one under Dooku.
Right under Dooku.
Yeah. Which I also take control of. You have suffered from what is known in the trade as a very bad struggle to flop. Because you really wanted the center point to light up. And it didn't. Yeah. Yes. My go?
Yes.
I will press the roll priority button. The one that I have. Okay, well, I don't want Nosserie, so I should know what this last card is. What? I think I messed that up, or rather, I think TTS messed that up. Have I already had Aquadroids?
Did you Shatterpoint your Aquadroids?
No. Oh, bugger. Let me think. My first play was I've definitely done Dooku, Kraken, the B1s, Nossa's in reserve. Did I Shatterpoint the Aquadroids? I may have done. No, maybe it is Aquadroids. I feel sure I just played Aquadroids though. Is it in fact my Shatterpoint that I haven't had yet? Yeah, I think yes, because Dooku was definitely my first card, and somehow my Shatterpoint's on the bottom. I think it must be the Shatterpoint that I now have. Because I just played the Aquadroids. Is that right? I don't brain well. Or did I shatter? What do you recall, Ben?
I recall you. I seem to recall. I think you Shatterpointed the Aquadroids.
Well, fair enough. Probably, let's go with that then. It's just that on my screen, if you watch the video back, the cards sort of jumped as if they'd shuffled themselves, which But yes, let's just assume it was the aquadroids then, because it probably is. Yeah, cool. It's definitely something. Groovy. What do I want to do with my aquadroids with no force? Because it definitely is that sort of turn. Well, okay. I am not getting to Lando Calrissian's point. That's not a thing that is happening. So I think I'm just gonna focus and shoot at Boba Fett. Yeah, I'm gonna focus and shoot Boba Fett and just score my 3. That's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna get an extra dice from Riff. Well, from Nossa, but because Riff is nearby. Yeah. So it's going to be a 9 dice shooting attack into Boba Fett. Uh,
4 blocks.
well, I got 4 hits, a crit, and 3 expertise. So you've dealt with all the hits I naturally rolled. 3 expertise is a single crit because their expertise table is poor. So I go 2 down my tree only. So that's 3 damage and a shove. Fine, just take your 3 damage, and then we'll roll again.
Okay. This time it's just 2 blocks.
Well, I have 3 hits and 2 expertise. 2 expertise is once again a single crit, so 2 down my tree again. So it will be another 3 damage and a shove. I would once again bid you to simply take 3 damage.
Righto.
And then I've made an attack action with aquadroids, so no, I can't do blood in the water because Riff is wounded and I haven't any force, so never mind. Yes, that's the end of my turn. I'll score the 3 that I have and not a penny more.
Righto.
Over to you, Oro.
Rolling priority. It is the one I already control, which is a little bit of a gift from the universe, and I'll take it, frankly.
Yeah,
Okay.
For all you say that you lost the game, lost the struggle, I'm now really choked because that was a rubbish activation, and next you know that I have Nossa Re, so yeah.
I have Wingard.
Well, okay.
I could reserve them for free, but
Well,
they're my last activation, so I can't. Okay. I know that I know they won't get over there. I know they won't get over there. Which means that this term will end with me putting it back on the 0 and us both gaining a momentum. So Aquadroids would take 4 damage from a single attack, or 2 lots of 3 damage to kill them, basically, wouldn't it?
yes. Yes, because they have protection 1, 3 hit points.
You know what? No. Okay. Let's move the Wingguard up. The game may last long enough. They have a second activation where them being in a good position might be relevant, even if it is not possible for them to score now. So
Yep.
being up is useful. I'm then going to shoot at the Aquaguard.
Aquadroids, yep.
The Aquadroids, in the knowledge that I have a reposition on 3, and that could mean that I get to go further than you'd think.
Why am I rolling 4 attack dice? 4
This
defense dice,
is
please. No, that's 3. I'm not with it now, am I? I would like to roll 4 defense dice. There we go. 2 expertise.
okay. I have a hit and 3 expertise.
I have a block and a crit to a normal, so you have 3 expertise.
Yes, the Wingguard. Phil, would you like to come over here with the camera and show the people the Wingguard ranged expertise table?
Well, you get 2 hits.
I do get 2 hits.
It's a pin and 2
but
damage.
I get 3 hits, and you have 1 block,
block,
right? So I'm
yeah.
going 2.
Yeah. So pin and 2 damage, yeah.
Pin and 2 damage. No choices about that. So it becomes a pin and 1 damage.
Yeah, it does. But if you hit me again like that, that'll be me dead.
It would. So let's do that again. No, that's 5 misses and an expertise, so 2 hits.
I have 2 blocks, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the Wingguard activation.
Yeah.
Wingguard, ladies and gentlemen, rush out today to buy yourself some Wingguard. Lando Calrissian also comes in the box, but you're here for the Wingguard.
They are a very niche unit. They're for people who really need a 3-point scoundrel and also to use the primary Lando Calrissian, because otherwise Bartu is just strictly better in every way.
And they do have 8 hit points, and they are steadfast.
Well, good.
If you can get them, like, there are points when it's like, we're 2 bodies, we can run in opposite directions, we can dash for a force, and we're steadfast once we get there. It's just not, this is not one of those activations that's come up.
Yeah.
Yep, that is the end of that undignified, squalid turn. Goes to the middle. We both get a momentum. I refresh my force deck, and I get to do horrifying things to you.
Oh.
I have 5 force. I get to give out or remove 5 conditions. And I think what I'm going to try doing is, you know, Count Dooku?
Yes.
I would like him pinned and strained.
Very well.
You know the Aquadroids? I would like them strained.
Let me just... For each readied force in your force pool, each chosen allied unit removes... You can only put 1 condition on any 1 unit of mine. You choose a unit for each force. Each chosen ally removes a condition. Each chosen enemy gains a condition. I don't believe you can choose twice the same unit.
Yeah. No, I don't think I can.
So would you like to pin or strain Dooku?
I will strain Dooku.
Yeah.
I will strain the Aquadroid.
Yeah.
I will pin Riff Tamsin.
Yeah.
I will pin the B1s.
Yeah, you didn't spend any of your force, did you?
I,
Wow.
I have refreshed my force already.
Ah,
Um, but I did have 5 force, and I will. Now, the guys who've got a ton of conditions on my side are also wounded, and so are going to remove the condition I like least when they wake up.
okay.
Let's pin Kraken as well.
Okay, okay, Oro, okay. I'm pinned. Very good.
I sort of, as I was playing the list, I realised that I've completely, it's got a completely deranged force budget in that there is far too much force and lots of characters that have forceless activations. And so I basically went, right, fine, play. We're playing for the hedged bets. At which point I was thinking that I would be pinning and straining a bunch of stuff, but yeah, you're quite right. You can't hit people with a pin and strain. So I think you hit people with strains or pins, and if they already have one, you give them the other.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and that was fun. Like that, if you count that as part of the Wing Guards activation, I think that was a good activation.
Yeah. Okay.
Your turn.
My turn. You score some points. So we did that already. Okay.
Yes, I did that already.
Well, I have to play with Nossery. I get to roll the priority dice. And it lands there. Cool. Is Nossery going to get that back point in any way? Um. Hmm. Let me think. If I do that, which would necessitate taking strain damage on Dooku, does that place Dooku within 2 of the objective, do I think?
Let me give you the functionality that you should have. No?
That
Yes.
looks bigger than a base to me. So I will not take 3 damage on Count Dooku to move him to there. Okay. There's nobody. Let me think. Riff Thompson is pinned. Aquadroids are pinned. Um, and they're the only ones who are wounded, and therefore they're the only ones that can get a repo. Can he use it on himself? He can use it on himself, so he can get a dash with a dash and a move and a shoot. And if he rolls well on his shoot, it's possible. Fine, we'll try and do possible things with Nossery. He's gonna dash. No, not bend.
That famous Cassian Andor quote, we've all done possible things.
He's gonna attempt to dash himself. Yeah. And he's gonna then move himself like so. Is that even gonna be no? Because he has a range 4 gun. Um, yeah, this has just been a complete waste of everybody's life, and I believe
We,
I've
we,
placed myself in melee with Boba Fett. If I'm really unlucky, Boba Fett's still alive, isn't he?
I think you can shoot the bounty hunters if you're trying to get a reposition.
Yeah, but unless I can knock Lando down, the reposition doesn't actually help me, right? So,
All right,
uh, am I in melee with Boba Fett, Mr. Working Two-Tool Man?
let's find out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I will punch Boba Fett. He only has 3 health. Yeah, we're punching Boba Fett. Um, I'm getting loads of extra dice, I think. Yeah, I'm getting 2 extra dice, man. That's ridiculous. Cool. So that gives me a 8 dice punch. Why can I never roll like this at home? 3 hits, a crit, and 3 expertise.
Right. I've managed to roll 5 blocks on 4 dice by virtue of Boba Fett's expertise on one being 2 blocks.
Right. You have 5 blocks.
I have 5 blocks.
Okay. So my 3 expertise gets me 2 hits and a block to a miss. So I then have 5 hits, of which you're
So my
blocking
4
4.
block. So you're going
And
2 down
then
your.
my 1 hit sums with my crit, and I go 2 down my tree. Yes.
Do you have 3 damage 2 down your tree?
I do if I go the correct route, and I will do 3 damage and a disarm. And get a momentum. And that will be my turn. And then I will score my 3. And then I will refresh my force and do all that stuff.
Cool. Am I okay to flip while you're refreshing your force?
Yeah, that's fine.
It is Darth Vader, Jedi Hunter.
You should press
And the
yeah.
priority is the broken one that I already control.
Splendid.
Splendid. Right. Darth Vader can score a point just by climbing up a ladder.
I think Darth Vader can score a point just by recovering from being wounded. Because I moved Nossery off the point. And Kraken isn't on it.
Oh, right. Okay.
But that does mean he doesn't then get to move, murder, all the things he loves.
Yes. Like that. I'm going. Okay. First off, yes. Let's flip him to the injured status and remove all of the damage and the exposed condition. I'm going to use force for Vader's Fury. I wish to move to the position which I know exists where I am in range of the objective.
Yeah.
And in melee range with Nossery.
Okay. Yeah.
I am then going to attack Nossery.
Right.
I'm gonna use Vader dice.
I've rolled attack dice for no good reason. Interesting.
I have 8 hits and 2 crits.
Sir, I have 2 blocks, for I am a small squid.
Right. How much life do you have?
7, for I am a small squid.
I see. Basically decide what you want on your tree that isn't damage in a tree that is made almost entirely of damage. I'll do the route that gets me a dash. You're dead.
Yes.
It's no conditions, no pushes or anything. Just killing you.
Yeah.
And I'll then use my dash to climb. I'll use my dash to get within an inch of the ladder and descend.
Yeah.
And then I'll recover one of the damage I took to use my Vader dice.
Yeah. I do get revenge. Because you've wounded a secondary.
Okay. I was down there when you're getting your revenge. I'll move myself back there if you need me to.
I'm not sure. So I get a dash or a 5 dice attack with a single one of my supports, essentially. But if I do the 5 dice with the aquas, they'll die to the strain. I believe. Let me see.
I would definitely have. I'll. We know exactly where Vader must have been because it was quite precisely defined. So I'll pop him back to where he should be.
Yeah.
Because that will assist. I'm sorry if I was too quick to sort of to move through the game, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Vader was that.
Yeah. I'll do a 5 dice attack with these B1s, I think. I'm not that hopeful, but they have an interesting repo on 2, which, if you have a bad roll, I might get my repo.
Mm-hmm.
No. I have 2 hits.
I have one. I have one block.
Oh, well, you may take 1 damage then, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
B1s. Do
Oh
I
no!
take damage?
Sorry. Yeah. No, you don't take damage. This isn't that Vader. I was
Uh,
up here anyway because the dash was something from the attack.
yes.
It was the heal that was my additional action. I am still going to do the heal. I'm
Yes.
also going to flip back into my more defensive form
Yeah.
because you can do that. Basically, get 2 rounds of attacks and only have 1 period of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Scoring 3.
Yeah.
Each of us gains a momentum
Right.
and handing back to you.
Right. Okay. I'm going to roll priority. That's not Dooku's point at all. That's Darth Vader's point. Right. Okay. And I'm going to flip the top card. Riff Tamsin. So, if Riff Tamsin was to somehow kill Darth Vader, I'd win the game. That's just true. But you have 10 health apart from anything else. I can
Yeah.
technically do 10 health if I have the hottest dice in the universe.
I'm just going to let you know something.
Go on.
If you kill Darth Vader,
Yeah.
at the end of your activation, Boba Fett will jump up onto the point, and just like last time, you won't win the struggle.
It's very charming of you to tell me that, Ben. Thank you. Riff Tamsin is also pinned, which, yeah, doesn't really help me. He can move nearly anywhere. Um. Hmm. Boba Fett
Do
is
you know what?
wounded. Just so you know.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Uh, I would have to. I would have to pay 2 force for my death from below to clear my pin, and then I would have a move action
You've just reminded me I should have paid an additional force to Vader's Fury, which I have now duly deducted.
And then I will be there. And then, oh gosh, I'm just looking on the other side of my card here for a second. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, it's possible. I don't like this, Ben, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with Riff. He's gonna pay a force, 2 force. That gets him a jump, which clears his pin, and he gets to add 2 damage to the damage pool of his next melee attack, which he's not going to make, Ben, because he's going to have to make a ranged attack.
Right.
He's going to move to here. He is going to make a ranged attack on his cruelty side. He is going to throw an explosive knife at Darth Vader, which is... Like, I really want this to fail because a shark man is throwing an explosive knife at Darth Vader, and it's incredulously stupid, but it is.
It does strike me that an explosive knife
Yes.
is almost the perfect melee weapon to engage Darth Vader with. Because if he parries it with his lightsaber, it will blow up in his face.
Yeah. Nossa Ree is currently wounded, but I will pay the force for Riptide to get 2 bonus dice.
Do you not also get some bonus dice for all the wounded people who are around you from your own identity?
When I make a melee attack.
And
I'm throwing an explosive knife. So, I will throw my explosive knife. It is an 8 dice attack on this side of my card.
I am rolling defense using the better defensive half of Vader, because I flipped back to that.
Oh, that was not the roll I needed to see in my dreams, Ben. That was 4 misses in that roll. Right, I have 3 hits and a crit.
I have 3 blocks.
Yes. You don't. You deny me the shove, so everything's fine. You can take 3 damage and a strain because I have the 2 bonus damage from death from below. And now I can spend 2 force to reposition. So the question is, do I want to go and stand next to Darth Vader anyway, just to have a body on the point? Is that worth 2 force to me? Man, I'd have 1 force and most of my deck. But the game is nearly... Yeah, I'll spend the 2 force. Fuck it. I'm going to repo Riff, so he's up on this ingress point. Just chilling there. But you keep the objective. And I will score my 1 from the point that Count Dooku is just sort of stood on.
Right.
And we will go over to you.
Okay. Roll priority, and then I'll reveal the top card of my deck. It is Dooku's point, which is a priority point, so I need someone who can go over there and take a point from Count Dooku. And that's the Shatterpoint, so if there is anyone who can go over there and take a point from Count Dooku, I get to pick them. If I were to wake up Dengar the Demolisher,
Yeah.
he has a strong melee attack, but you don't want to make strong melee attacks into Count Dooku. That's not what you want to do. So if I woke up Dengar the Demolisher, I basically need someone who can deal with 2 different bodies.
Right.
A tricky ask, isn't it?
Yes.
I forgot to bloody jump Bobber at the end of Riff's activation. Need to get better at remembering that trigger. Although it would cost a force, so maybe it wasn't the best move at this point.
A force to wound a
Okay.
wounded Boba Fett doesn't seem useful to me now.
Okay, I think I have to Shatterpoint my bounty hunters.
Righto. You can remove 2 damage on 1 condition from those bounty hunters.
Well, I'll remove the condition, and then I'll remove the other condition and all damage because they're waking up.
Yeah.
So they're completely fresh. Okay. Okay, on the trail, they are both going to dash towards Count Dooku.
Very good.
This one uses it to do combat. This one moves up here. I'm then going to make a move action.
Yep.
The more forward of the 2 bounty hunters is going to use it to fly. The more backward of the 2 bounty hunters is going to use it to advance. I'm going to take a moment to check. Okay, the bounty hunter who's up here is in range of the objective.
Okay.
He is also in melee range of Count Dooku.
Very good.
The one on the ground isn't in range of anything. The one on the ground is going to shoot Count Dooku with a gun.
Count Dooku doesn't like that, you know.
I know. 4 dice. Sorry, 6 attack dice.
5 defense dice only.
I have 4 hits and a damage.
Oh, I have 2 blocks and 3 expertise. So I have the rather ridiculous 3 blocks and 2 crits to misses, but you have no crits. Sad. 3 blocks though.
Yep, so I go 1 down my tree, plus a damage. I'm going to do your push and 2 damage. Get off the bridge, old man.
Yeah, it's the nemesis of Count Dooku is bridges.
And yet you chose to put him on one.
Both the middle objectives are on platforms, I guess, is my issue here.
Down he comes.
Very good.
The one who was in melee with Count Dooku is now not in melee with Count Dooku
Yeah.
and is going to shoot the B1s.
Oh, very good.
Are they steadfast on an objective?
No, they are protection on an objective.
sorry to break it to you, I'm not really trying to kill them. Yeah, I think one push will do it. The push is going to need to be at a weird angle, just because their base is ridiculously fat. So, yeah, 6 dice. I have 2 hits. I have 3 hits, a crit, and a damage, including
2
expertise.
blocks.
So that's 2 down the tree and plus a damage, which will be 3 damage and a shove, which you'll put down to 2 damage and a shove.
Yep.
Okay. Must be away.
I actually think I take 3 damage. Because I believe the way it works is you shove me off the active objective, and then I'm no longer have protection.
Is that so?
I believe so.
Surely, if you're on the objective at the point when the boxes are being resolved, otherwise steadfast would do nothing, or otherwise steadfast on a point would be useless.
Well, I'll take your kindness and only take 2, but I will look it up later.
Yeah, please do, because I'm very confused as to how that could be. But if you say so, I trust you. But yeah, I'm happy for you to get the advantage of your protection because I don't see how it could be otherwise. I am taking that point.
Yes,
I'm scoring 4.
you are. You're pulling it back.
I am. There we go. That objective is that kind of hard to highlight.
Right.
Yep.
Over to me.
Over to you.
Which point do I need to try and take back from you? The one that you've just taken from me. And attempting to take that point will be... How is this my last card? What's going on?
It's not your last card. You have 6 cards now.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Shatterpoint. Right. I feel like
Part of me wants it to be Dooku just because I think it's hilarious to imagine Dooku climbing.
we are going to probably Shatterpoint Count Dooku. That seems like the obvious play. Do I have any better ideas? Kraken can be a playmaker sometimes. Kraken could dash both B1s with his tactic, which would take the objective and free him up to do... Oh no, the B1s are pinned. They're pinned. So it is going to have to be Dooku trying to be an all-star, I think. Yes. So it's... At the start of the unit's activation, it may remove 2 damage or 1 condition from itself. Well, I'll choose to remove Dooku's strain with the Shatterpoint ability because 3 damage is a bigger number than 2 damage.
That's math.
Dooku will do a climb to be roughly where he was, right? Don't need to mess around with the measuring thing. And then he will do some slicing up the bounty hunters. Yeah. 7 dice attack from. Oh, I forgot his tactic. Let's just say that I dashed Kraken and cleared his pin, sure. You don't mind, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Not at all.
And then Dooku had a dash, which he chose not to resolve because he needed to climb. That's fine. Right, yeah.
It's
And
10:45. Do you want to knock on mission critical for this turn?
we feels very advantageous to me if we put it on right this minute. Let's just play without it because
Okay.
we forgot to do it at the appropriate time.
Okay.
So yes. So here comes a 7 dice attack from Count Dooku. I tell you what, if we get to struggle 3, we'll put mission critical on for the start of struggle 3. Yeah.
Cool. Two blocks.
Right. 2 hits and 3 expertise. So 3 expertise is 2 crits and hit. So I get to go 3 down my tree. Very frustratingly, is going to be 7 damage. No, less than that. 5 damage. I will.
7 damage on 3 would put you in the Anakin Vader class.
I will do. Let me think here. Do I want 1 shove or 2? I have to think about that. 1 shove should be sufficient, right? So we will go for 5 damage, a shove, and an expose.
I have put the working measurement tool anchored to the relevant unit, so you can just activate the place function and pop him in like.
It's very useful.
Yeah, it's good when things work.
Yeah.
I'll just verify, but I'm pretty sure yes, you have taken me off the objective. You are taking that point and scoring 2.
Yeah. 1, 2, and I failed to pull it back to my side, so I will gain a momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Over to you, Oro.
Rolling priority. It remains that point.
Splendid.
If I take it, I take the struggle.
Very good.
However, I'm not going to get the Shatterpoint again. So we flip. Lando Calrissian. Lando can do this. This is a moment where I am happy to have Lando.
Okay.
All right. He selects a scoundrel. How you doing, you old pirate? Moves the bounty hunters back into contesting the objective.
Yep.
He remains slightly out of range because Dooku's basically where Dooku was before. He will himself walk forwards. He can be anywhere that he can be fit, essentially.
Yep.
It is important to work out at this point, before I resolve the attack on Dooku, whether Lando is contesting this objective or whether he can't get into range.
Yep.
There is a point where I can just about reach the objective. Yes, Lando is in range, so I'm taking this and the struggle no matter what the outcome of this attack will be. Have I accidentally got into melee range with Count Dooku? I've got into melee range with Count Dooku.
I think you have to pick, yes. I think if you want to be there, you have to be in melee range of Count Dooku. Yeah, looking at where his base is, I don't think it's possible to get what you would want.
No, I think. And Lando's last action is he heals the exposed off the bounty hunters.
Yeah, that's the
I
sensible
am
play.
not going to punch Count Dooku. I
That's the
feel like that would
sensible
go
play.
worse for me than
Yeah.
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 If I don't need to get you off. I'm
Nope.
going to take the struggle anyway, and making a melee attack against you gives you the opportunity to do things,
Yep,
which I
it
don't want you
certainly
to
does.
do. I claim the struggle, reset the struggle tokens, flip struggle 3, and you then get to. No, you don't. It's Sabotage Showdown.
Yep. That's quite a nice flop for me, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Right.
And yeah, I think that counts as a good Lando turn.
Yeah. Right, let's I'll roll the priority.
And
It's
Mission
that,
Critical's now locked.
and Mission Critical's now live. It's that back one that nobody's on. And taking the back point with nobody on it is oh, Count Dooku. Yeah, okay. We'll do a double Count Dooku turn. He can do that. That's all good. So leader of the Separatist army. No, we want the dash tool, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna dash Dooku, and I'm gonna dash someone else. I will dash the I'll dash the B1s to clear their pin. I think they're within. Yeah, that's fine. And then Dooku will go here. Cool. He's not within 2 just yet, but he does still have his move action. Cool. Count Dooku is going to attack the bounty hunters.
Because he would never attack another cape-loving gentleman.
Because he's a cowardly Sith Lord, and the bounty hunters are nearly dead, right?
I think he just has respect for capes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Stop being so bloody silly.
What have you got?
Bounty hunters get 2 blocks with 3 expertise, so 2 blocks is what I have.
Okay, I have 4 hits and an expertise, which comes up to 4 hits and 2 crits, which comes out to 2 hits and 2 crits, so 4 down my tree. Yes, well, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. An
Easily enough to
expose
wound them.
and a reposition. Splendid. Count Dooku will reposition onto this point. And with his unused second activation, he'll hunker, I guess.
Cool.
Or will he heal? Heal. Hunker. He'll hunker. I score the board. Yeah.
You do.
And I gain a momentum for killing bounty hunters and a momentum for mission critical. Yeah.
Yep.
That
Okay.
happened.
Yeah. What do I get from the top of my deck? It's Wingard.
Oh no.
When the chips are down and it's all looking a bit grim, what do you need? You need
Roll the priority point.
Wingard. It is the one controlled by your Aquadroid.
Very well. They do only have 2 health.
Yep. Yeah.
It's kind of all coming up Wingard at that moment.
It is like Wingard. Powerful unit. Rush out and get your Wingard today. I am going to spend a fort. I am activating the Wingard. I'm not reserving them.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a force for Headlong Rush.
Yeah.
which lets both of them dash. And if they end their dash in melee range of an enemy, they gain focus and impact. Nope. Yes. They gain focus and impact.
I don't know that they're both getting in the melee because of space, but yeah. They certainly
both gain focus and impact.
They do.
Regardless of whether
They do.
both of them get into that melee. And I think I'm in fact going to send the other one in a completely different direction.
Oh, tactics.
Yes. So let's check some ranges. My gun is range 4. Can I shoot Nossery? Yes, sirree, I can. He's not hunkered, is he?
You can
Oh, he's
shoot.
in the bloody deck, isn't he?
You can shoot Nossery, but he can't be shot, and also he's currently wounded.
Right. Okay. I'll take the attack action. The one on the ground is going to shoot the aqua guards.
Yeah.
Sorry, aqua droids. I
Yeah.
don't know why I keep doing that. So yeah, the one on the ground is going to shoot the aqua droids. She has 5 dice. Back. Oh no, she has a 6 dice. She's focused even if she's not impact. Or she is impact. Yeah. She's focused even though she doesn't have the impact.
I've rolled very well.
I don't know why I checked the expertise table. It's still the same expertise table. I have 4 hits and a crit.
I have 4 blocks and a redundant crit to a normal.
Right. 1 down the tree. Get pinned, Milado.
Pinned? I'm already pinned.
Well, then take a damage.
Do I take a damage despite protection? I can't remember.
I think you do.
Okay.
Because I think the damage you take from gaining a condition you already have is separate from the damage pool.
Well, that means if you repeat that step, you will kill them with your second attack.
I'm not totally sure on that, and anyone who's... If I'm wrong, do correct us in the comments.
Yes.
We desperately wish for comments. There were no comments on the last video. It made us sad. And this guy has 8 attacks. And you know what? Because it's funny, he's going to have 11 dice because he's going to tap into the power of the dark side under the tutelage of the Dark Lord Vader.
Okay.
And roll 6 misses. Oh, damn it.
Well, you still got me because I have 2 blocks and a crit to a normal.
Well, I have 5 hits and a crit, so you knock my crit to a normal, and then you have 2 blocks. So I'm going 4 down my tree. Oh, cool. I will do you 3 damage.
This wounds me.
And a pin.
Uh-huh.
I'll take a heal, healing back some of the damage I did to myself through the Vader dice. I then have a reposition, which I wish I could give to my friend downstairs, but I can't.
No.
Because I want to stay exactly where I am.
Yes.
Okay, that is their first action done. They've done an active and they've done an action, but they do have a second action, which is going to be a move. Only for the one downstairs. The one upstairs, like to where he is.
Yeah.
And she's going to move over to there.
Very good.
And I have 2.
Yep.
I'll have the priority, but no others.
Yep.
You have the other 2. I drag it 2 towards me. I get a momentum for wounding your aqua guards. I get a momentum for mission critical. I get a momentum for not getting it into my heart.
You certainly do. Over to me. I
Over
will
to you.
Roll priority. It is one I already have. I have one.
You need to either wound me or take the last point.
No, I score 3
Oh,
and mission
mission
critical.
critical.
So,
Mission critical, good game.
yes, what happens is I draw something. It's Kraken. I pass. I get mission critical and score 3.
Good game, well played.
Yeah. It. You're playing a list that is phenomenally poor. um, I'm playing a list that is poor by the standards of people who watch tier lists and stroke their beards and think about tournaments. But when all's said and done, Riff Tamsin's box is pretty good. Count Dooku and Kraken are fairly good, and the B1s are bad. But actually, I'm not convinced the B1s are worse than Wingguard. And so, like, aside from that last turn, basically my question to you is, did you ever use Vader dice and feel they were helping you in a decisive manner? Other than on Vader?
No, but it was weird how the game seemed to twist to avoid it.
Yeah.
There were several times with the bounty hunters where I'd position them to do a thing where one of them was in melee, and my thinking was, right, I'll shoot with the one who's not in melee, and then I've got the one who's in melee who, if needed, can break glass, have some Vader dice, and he'll get the job done if the one who's shooting doesn't. But I think in both instances, the one who's shooting got the job done.
Yes.
And I was sort of, there were a couple of times where I had Vader dice as a plan B that I did not end up using. It's worth noting that Dengar the Demolisher,
Yes,
who has 8 dice in melee and so would go up to 11 with some Vader dice,
yeah,
and has a expertise tree called Extreme Prejudice, which really, like, he's got a 4-up version on, he's got a 4-up expertise entry on his melee side. I think he'd really have fancied some Vader dice. I think Dengar would really have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Dengar was my first draw,
and then didn't come back
took a
to you.
positioning term, and did not come back.
Yeah.
And the one time I might have Shatterpointed Dengar, it was like, here is Count Dooku, and I have, like, I do learn very slowly, I do learn that 11 dice with Dengar would be fun, but it won't do what I need it to do in Count Dooku. And in fact, hitting Count Dooku in melee often results in you being in a worse position than you started with.
It can. Generally, the way that works out is that the Dooku player ends up spending like 4 force, but then on the board you're in a worse place.
Yeah. Yes. It's not a great list. It's not a fantastic list. I'm not sure whether or not it is the best list you could do that's thematically Cloud City.
I mean, it may be. Although it's a shame that Lobot isn't here. But I suppose you cannot fit Lando, Vader, Boba, and Lobot in the same list. It cannot be done, right?
You could with Snowtroopers. You could have
Oh,
Lando, Lobot, the Wingguard, Vader, Boba, and some Snowtroopers, or some ISB agents.
yeah.
And that would in some ways be fluffier because it would sort of you would clearly have Lando's half, who are the people running Cloud City, and Vader's half, which is Vader, his right-hand man, and admittedly there were no ISB agents on
I could
But
certainly believe that there were ISB agents on Bespin. We just didn't happen to see them because they were in one of Lando's control rooms, having kicked out all his dudes or something similar. You know.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, but I did enjoy it. Lando is interesting. Lando is a really interesting piece. He is interesting to play. I enjoyed using him in the same way that I enjoyed General Beers. Um, I'm not saying he's good, and if he is good, I don't think he's probably good in Empire. But it was fun to shuffle him away, get some more force. And it was interesting the way that the list doesn't really use force, and then at the end
Yeah.
of my deck, I was able to do terrible things to you. Though I wasn't able to do the terrible things I'd hoped to do because I found out that I could only put one condition per person.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, pin strain. I thought being able to pin strain two people would be really good because that really spoils your next activation.
Yes.
But you can only pin or strain.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably not a list I'm going to use again.
No. I mean, my main reflection on my list is that I think Riff Tamson has, whenever someone within 4 of him is wounded, I get to refresh a force. An enemy within 4 of him is wounded. I'm pretty sure I missed that a couple of times. I did end up force starved at the end of Struggle 1, so that's my main point of learning, is to read my cards. But I've only played with Riff, I think, about 3 times total, so.
It's really interesting to me how similar he is to Vader Jedi Hunter.
Yes, with the biggest point of difference being that Riff Tamson has 9 wounds.
Yes.
He's like a paper Vader in a lot of ways, yes.
And also, Riff brings 2 force to your list rather than 4 force.
Yes.
Which is another way that Vader Jedi Hunter is just very good. It feels very good to have him.
But Riff has abilities Vader doesn't have. Riff can repo after an attack for a force, and he can jump and do a 5 dice every time a secondary attacks, support attacks rather, which is pretty cool. I don't think, like, had I drawn B1s, there was a point where I was going to shoot Darth Vader with the B1s and then go, haha, now Riff can do a 5 dice and push Vader off after the B1s have shot in Vader's general direction. But it's difficult to set up.
Yeah.
Well then, Oro, would you like to flip the table?
Oh yes, absolutely. In an absolute rage, I will flip the table, but I need to turn overlays off before I can do it. And flip that table.
Wow, that was better than it usually goes. Look at that. I would just say before I end the video, for anybody that's made it this far, and therefore sort of the 3 people that watch these, we will not be doing a TTS game next week or the week after because I am unavoidably detained at work on both of those Thursdays in the evening. But hopefully we will see in the fullness of time if they can return. December is always a mess of trying to do anything ever, so... but yeah, I've been enjoying them. I hope you've been enjoying them. Do leave comments and feedback. And I'll see you next time. It's cheery bye from me. Do you want to say cheery bye, Oro?
Cheery bye, everyone. Have a good evening.